Welcome, 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 Virgo, to Whispers of Time 1111. I am one of the whisperers here to do a general reading for you for July 2019. So, I've just finished meditating on your cards, and I'm just going to finish up the final shuffle, and then I'm going to get straight into it. So, things to take note of for July, depending on what part of the world you're in. On the 2nd and or the 3rd of July is going to be the solar eclipse in Cancer, and at the end of July, I think it's on the 17th. It could be on the 16th for others as well, and it's going to be the lunar eclipse in, who's it in? It's in Capricorn? Yeah? Full moon in Capricorn, I think. Yeah, I think so. In Leo season, that's right. Leo season's going to have begun. We're in Cancerian season right now. Not much longer though. Nearly ready. Now please remember to like, share and subscribe. It helps get the videos across to whoever needs to receive them. And if you want to be notified when new videos are uploaded, you can press the bell button when you subscribe. And the details for personal readings are in the description box. And if you want to donate to the channel, that is also available in the description. Alright, so Virgo, so far what I'm seeing here, your main theme is emotional truths. Ooh, there we go. Very. Right, that one. They're all... Okay, there we go. Yay! That's awesome. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant relates to Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurian. Otherwise, this is like the Pope. This card can be about marriage. This card can be about contracts. This can be contracts within, a relationship dynamic. It can also be contracts relating to work, and contracts relating to our souls. So the contracts that we made before we came into this world. So, at the center of the spread, we've got the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is the Scorpio card. It could be Cancer or Pisces as well because it's water. But basically, this is about, it can be about a few things. So the first thing it can be about is children. The other thing that it can be about is past relationships, being relationships from childhood, from teenagehood, depending on, your age and where you're at. If you're in your 60s, it could be someone that you met when you were in your 20s. If you're in your 20s, it's very likely, someone that you met when you were, a very young child. The other thing that it can relate to is past life. So relationships that you've had with people from previous lives that could possibly potentially be affecting your life now. So that's a pretty big thing. It's very, very happy. It's very nostalgic. It's quite possible, Virgo, that you are nostalgic about the past. You're nostalgic about the way things happened, or it's quite possible also that, because I've got the Tower here underneath the Six of Cups, I feel like maybe this past person, past thing, whatever it is, used to have a negative connotation attached to it. Maybe you didn't have such great memories before, and now you're realizing some good memories and letting go of the shitty memories. FYI, I do swear, so if you've got a problem with that, well, it's not my problem. In the past, we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is really great at being able to not only feel his emotions, but also act upon them accordingly. And so this King of Cups was able to speak his emotional truths here. And the reason he was able to speak his emotional truths is because, he's been going in and listening to his intuition. Now, the King of Cups can be male or female, take it as it resonates, right? It doesn't matter a male or female. Kings are about action, queens are about internals. So this is why he's able to marry the, emotional conflicts within himself, but also externalize that emotional conflict, or whether it be love or whatever. He can feel it and he can also act upon it accordingly. So in the past, we've got the King of Cups here. He's figured out what's what. He knows where it's at, and he's spoken his truth. And the reason he was able to do that was because he was listening to his intuition. This is also divine intervention here with the High Priestess. It's a major arcana, which basically comes into our lives when we need a little nudge. Sometimes we need a serious nudge. So the Tower is a serious nudge. This is like forcing you to see things for what they really are, and being able to move forward and let go. Really, it's about letting go of the weight. You don't realize how much weight you carry on your shoulders until you release it, and suddenly you feel like you're walking on clouds. I know this because I've been through this myself many, many times, and sometimes towers can be really little and we go through it really easily, and it's mainly because we welcome it, we open to it and see it for what it is and let go of what we need to let go of. And then there's some harder stuff. So, stuff that's, years and years and years old, and maybe you just don't want to deal with it. But the Tower is here to say, look, it's time to deal with it. And the reason that it's time to deal with it is because you need to move on with your life. You need to move forward with your life. It's time for your life to take a new positive direction in the way that you set it up for this life. So you're coming to terms with emotional truths here. And above the Six of Cups, we have the Knight. So the Knight of Cups comes in with an offer of love, an offer of emotions. He's not 100%, all there like the King is. The King's got it sorted. But he definitely knows how he's feeling. So in this circumstance, you guys definitely are knowing now how you're feeling, and you're also recognizing, and because this is in the conscious, it's not in the conscious position, this is happening in the background for you. This is happening in the background for you, and I believe really it's happening in the background for you so that it's easier for you to contend with. It's happening in the background for you so that you can see the truth of situations naturally without it being too difficult. I think that you guys are going to have a great time with this season of solar and lunar eclipses, as well as Mercury retrograde coming in on the 7th of July. So this can also be about past lovers coming back in and trying to woo you. So, be alert about that. Old lovers do definitely come back into your life during Mercury retrograde and try to fuck things up, basically. But that's not to say that, a real prize, is coming in. It's quite possible that a past lover is meant to be in your life for the future, and you're meant to move forward together. It's very possible. Now, the Seven of Cups isn't here, so this isn't telling me that it's going to be like an array of options and an array of people, but who knows, it's quite possible. Anything is possible, right? So moving forward, we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is about making a decision and walking with that decision. So he's got the world in his hands. He's having a brand new beginning after choosing a wand. So once you've gotten past this tower, right, you've gotten past this tower subconsciously, you will then be making decisions emotionally and being able to take action and pick a direction that you want to go in that serves you. Now, most people are definitely going to be picking the direction of the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is about forward movement. It's the minor arcana of the Chariot card. This is about the choice, right? You are making the choice to move away from emotional and mentally conflicting turmoil and heading towards calmer waters. This is choosing an action, making a direction that actually suits you. This is having a choice and making the choice to feel happy, to move on from unhappy people, from unhappy situations, quitting the job that makes you miserable, quitting the people that make you feel shit about yourself. It's choosing the direction that brings you success here with the Six of Wands. Now, I also have to bring something else to your attention, right? Now, the Six of Wands is also Leo energy. You could be dealing with the Leo. But we've got 6, 6, 6. Check that out. 6, 6, 6. 6, 6, 6. It's fantastic. So, the 666 is telling me about your ability to create, your ability to find balance, your ability to take things as they are and turn them into pots of gold, you know? And so, like, it's about trusting yourself first and foremost and more than anything. I'm going to clarify all these cards, so give me a few moments. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords. Look at that progression right there. Clarify the Knight of Cups for me, please. Awesome. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Yep. Clarify the King of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Six of Cups, please. Wow. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Wands, please. Thank you. Let's clarify the High Priestess. Yep. Please clarify the Tower. And the Six of Wands, please. Please clarify the Six of Wands. Thank you. And lastly, can you clarify the Hierophant? Show me. I can't feel either of you. Clarify the Hierophant for me, please. Okay. Alright, so at the bottom of this deck, we've got the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Wands is the guy that goes to war with his people, not sends them into war by themselves. I don't know what that needed to be about, but that's about something, obviously. So, as I was saying, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is about mental conflict. It's not really conflict, really. It's about cutting out the emotional side of things and taking a more mental perspective. That's, yeah. Okay, so this is about speaking truth, right, without any emotional turmoil coming into play. And the King of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So the King of Cups is like speaking his truth, right, after he stopped and gained mental clarity because, you know, he was figuring out how to, you know, become the King of Cups and understand his emotional truths, and needed to understand that his emotional truths are not the only thing. You know, mental truths are also necessary. Mental clarity is also necessary, right? So he stopped and thought about that for a little bit too. And thought about, you know, how much work does he want to put into this? The High Priestess is clarified by the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, you know, she speaks no bullshit. She knows what the fuck's up. She doesn't sit there sugarcoating things. She's direct and to the point. And so the High Priestess is basically saying, like, you need to see and speak your truth, no matter how harsh it is. It can be harsh, but the harsh truth is that the High Priestess, your intuition is exactly where it needs to be right now, and listening to it is going to get you everywhere. Right, so the Knight of Cups is clarified by Justice. Justice is Librian energy, so you could be dealing with a Librian, or basically this is about balancing things out. Now, if this is about a relationship that's ended, then it's quite possible that that relationship is coming into a balance. So you could either be getting back together because you both found balance with each other, or if you're getting divorced or something, in a legal term, basically you're both going to be very amicable about the divorce or the separation, you know, because you both have love for each other and you both don't really want to hurt each other. You just want to move on with, you know, your own separate lives. So about this Justice here is bringing in that balance and that, you know, that mutual respect for you and that person, so that you can separate in a really good way. Now, if it's not relating to separation and is relating to a relationship, then this is about having balance in a relationship, and someone coming towards you and giving you the same weighted scale that you were giving them, right? This is bringing back balance. The Six of Cups is clarified by the Emperor. Now, this is telling me that it's either you or the other person is a divine masculine, or you could be dealing with an Aries. Either way, very much either way, you either are the divine masculine and you have children, or this person coming into your life, if you haven't met them yet, is your divine counterpart, and maybe you haven't got children and you were meant to have children with him or her. Divine masculine can be male or female, just take it as it resonates, right? So it's quite possible that you are meant to have children with this person, or maybe you've already got children with this person. This is just showing you that this is the person coming back into your life. If you've already got children and you're separated and you haven't got someone, that's quite possible as well. Otherwise, this guy's the decision maker. So that also tells me that the power is in your hands, whoever is watching this video. The power is in your hands. Now, the forward movement here with the Six of Swords relates to the Three of Swords. So this is moving on from heartbreak. This is after healing, being able to move forward towards a relationship, a friendship, a workship that doesn't hurt you anymore. And the Two of Wands is clarified by Strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. This is also Aries, the Two of Wands. But Strength is about, like, it's basically about pulling your own animal instincts out of your ass. Yeah, like, yeah. It's like blending our primal instincts with our higher self. It's like taming the beast. You know, this woman, she's standing right next, you know, she's sitting with her lion very, very, you know, happily and not scared at all, because she's tamed him. He's tame. The beast is tame. And in fact, look at that. Look how happy the lion is. He's just like, oh, give me more cuddles, please. Give me more cuddles. It's beautiful. With the pivot, with the, oh, this is beautiful. So, strength is also a major arcana. It's also divine intervention. It's quite possible that you are being given the strength to make a decision. Being shown that you have the strength to take the action that you want to take, that you need to take. And lastly, the reason that you're going to have success is because you've been manifesting it. This is Mercury energy. Gemini, Virgo, this is you. This is the magician uses all 4 elements in alchemy and can create literally anything and everything. And so this tells me that you will have great success by going within and trusting yourself, by going within and seeing the truth of situations, by going within and acknowledging emotional traumas that may still exist in your world. For as long as we have emotional traumas, we will suffer. And for as long as we deny those emotional traumas, shitty things happen. And so I'm feeling here very strongly that you're being guided to move into a headspace of learning, like looking for the lessons. And in looking for the lessons, you find the lesson. And when you find the lesson, you can move forward with that lesson and not have to repeat it again. Like, it's almost like, we're having no more repeats here, where we're closing out this cycle and we're starting a brand new cycle and not allowing past heartbreaks to encroach on our future loves. Because one thing is guaranteed: there is never going to be a time in your life that you do not have love. You will always have love. The only time in your life that you will ever not have love is when you reject it, when you don't allow it to come into your life. And the way that we don't allow, love and happiness to come into our lives is by focusing on the things that make us unhappy and focusing on the pain that we experienced and focusing on the things that we don't want. When we're focused on these things, we can't get everything the way we want in the timing that we want it. It takes a hell of a lot longer. And the Hierophant being at the bottom of the deck and it being clarified by the 2 of Cups card, this is definitely telling me that this is a divine couple that we are dealing with here. You are either a divine feminine or a divine masculine, and you guys are finally coming to terms with, and I really do feel this strongly, you guys are you're coming to terms with emotional traumas and seeing them for what they really were and are, and opening yourself up to receiving a good love, a love that transcends time and space, that lifts you up and you lift them up. This is what I'm getting here. This is fantastic. Now, I'm going to get some romance angels. Show me what Virgo needs to see for July 2019. That was way too many cards. Show me what I need to see. Show me what Virgo needs to see for July 2019. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, there's a strong magnetic connection here with chemistry. Anything else you want to tell Virgo for July 2019? Here we go. Oh, children. Your love life is being affected by children. You know, with that Six of Cups here that's in the middle of the reading, like I said before, it's quite possible that you've got children. This is about children. Children you've already had, children you're meant to have. Take it as it resonates. And I'm going to get a sacred power message for you. Also, show me a message for Virgo for July 2019. Show me a message for Virgo. Oh, you got unconditional love. That's freaking awesome. I love this card, like seriously. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you all about this, right? Love has the power to heal and transform, overcoming any emotions. True love is infinite with its expression, transcending limits and experiences. People often use the term love to receive an exchange of attention and validation. So if used from a place of insecurity, love cannot be felt in its true form. This may lead us to question the quality of love we receive and how we give and share it with other people. Love drives us, whether in relationships, friendships, addiction, or destructive habits. Love or the lack of love drives our behavior and actions. If our love is misguided, we may begin to shield ourselves and reject love because we are afraid. You may experience love with conditions because you have been hurt or rejected. Previously, you felt unsupported and unloved. Trusting the wrong people has led you down a difficult path, which at times has been challenging. Your caution around people has affected your willingness to be open around others. Your desire to be accepted by family and friends has placed you in a position of rejection and betrayal, leaving you frustrated, resentful, and deprived of unconditional love and understanding. Right now, you are seeking that unconditional love. Embrace yourself and your inner child, as when found, this unconditional love can assist you through a deep healing process. Step away from victimhood as you redefine the meaning of love. Approach your issues with understanding and without judgment. Speak openly from your heart. Are you acting with unconditional love right now, or does it come with expectations or conditions? We are happiest when our love is at its purest, unmixed by expectations. As we open our heart to the Eternal Mother, she comforts us with unconditional love and open arms. She requests that you assess your relationships with your own mother and learn to appreciate all your teachers of love. So, the prayer for this is, I call upon the Divine Mother to open my heart to forgiveness. I ask you to work through me to give and share unconditional love in all its divinity. I'll repeat that for you. I call upon the Divine Mother to open my heart to forgiveness. I ask you to work through me to give and share unconditional love in all its divinity. Wow. Okay, Virgo, this has been your reading for July 2019. Please like, share, subscribe. And, of course, again, if you want to get a personal reading, my emails and everything are in the description. If you want to donate to the channel, we are always grateful. It helps us to be able to, get new decks and stuff like that to help you guys out better. So from the bottom of our hearts, we say thank you so much, and I am going to make sure that I do a Leo video next, because Virgo got the most viewed videos for the end of June, so Leo's next. I'm going to do that, and see, yeah, you guys might be dealing with Leo, because Leo's all over the place here. But it was really nice seeing you guys, speaking to you guys here at Whispers of Time 1111. And we hope to see you again soon.